The immortal life of an angel. I've implied the difficulty of becoming an angel in my videos. People might fear death and want to live forever, but immortality can easily become hell for you if you think about it. Such as when you don't know what to do with your eternal time and get bored moment after moment after moment after moment, so on forever. What if you argue with another angel and hated each other as a result? Will you two avoid each other forever and ever? What if other angels ignored you so you are isolated forever? Can you imagine living your life alone for eternity? Please know how easily immortality can become hell. As such, let's hope human beings are only allowed to become angels when they are good and ready, or else angelship might feel like damnation. Here on planet Earth, how do people pass their time, and can these activities remain interesting forever and ever? Earthly pleasures versus immortality. Sex. Bodies can only do so many things together so many times before it gets boring, especially when hormones wear off. Ask older couples, and I doubt angels have got raging hormones. Drugs. Are there drugs in heaven? Psychoactive effects are forms of poisoning, so I doubt heaven has drugs or else you can poison angels. For example, what happens if angels drink too much alcohol? Alcohol poisoning? Doubtful. Therefore, you probably cannot get intoxicated in heaven. Adrenaline, excitement, extreme sports, firecrackers, etc. These activities stem from the fear of death. Due to immortality, angels can't get thrills from danger due to a lack of danger. Besides, your body can only do so many things so many times before you get bored. Gawking, watching TV, etc. will require other angels to entertain you to keep you happy. Why should they? And what can they do to keep you entertained? You can only watch bodies do so many things so many times before getting bored of watching. As such, know how eternal happiness is not achieved with the body, since the body can only do a limited number of things so many times before it gets boring. Instead, eternal happiness seems to be achieved with the mind. For example, talking can be entertaining, but what should angels talk about? Furthermore, why do angels exist and why does life exist? Logically, since life exists, such as because souls exist, then all souls should work on achieving harmony together so everyone can coexist as happily as possible. An angelship seems to be one cog in the system to achieve universal harmony, and people become angels when they are ready to live forever after mastering goodness well enough to coexist in harmony with others. Meaning, once you can prove your ability to be good and harmonious with your peers during your human life, then you can be safely invited to your immortality as an angel. Such as so, all souls are converted to angels one by one to achieve universal harmony, so every soul can coexist in harmony and happiness forever and ever when individual souls are ready. And as discussed in other videos, concepts like reincarnation and love act as stepping stones for souls to learn the right attitude about life to then be invited into heaven. So eventually all souls become angels in the universe because souls exist and have to exist. Therefore, let's do what we can to ensure every soul is happy during our coexistence. In addition, we need other souls to be happy, as lasting loneliness becomes hell. So if we need each other to be mentally happy, then learning the right attitude is important, especially should you run into the same immortals again and again. So is your ability to get along with other humans the prerequisite for becoming angel? Not quite. You can coexist with your peers peacefully if you isolate yourself and don't interact with people, but that won't make you eternally happy, where immortality becomes hellish should you isolate yourself forever and ever. Instead, you need to dare to interact with other people to remain happy. So what should souls do together to stay happy for eternity? The answer seems to be to do good deeds together. Such as when angels work together to convert souls to new angels, then you can gain a sense of accomplishment, hence a sense of happiness through your deeds. Such as viewing life as a mental challenge or a puzzle for your mind to solve, such as figuring out how to implement life to achieve the most number of angels, like my video about reincarnation describes the current implementation of a system to convert angels out of souls here on planet Earth. You gain a sense of excitement during the process and then a sense of accomplishment when new angels are achieved. As such, you can stay entertained for eternity as a result. Future implementations will change and evolve, growing more advanced and complicated with time, so therefore not becoming stale. As a dark alternative, consider how angels will feel should they see evil dominate people on the planet, especially when immortal angels watch the planet for entertainment. This can become depressing and hellish with time, hence the logical need for immortal angels to try to make the universe a better, more beautiful place. Among angels, there is then this group effort to talk about, hence something in common for angels to discuss, the state of the universe. And logically, I do not believe there is a limit to the number of souls in the universe. Otherwise, what will angels do with the remaining souls after everyone else gets converted to angels? Might one or a few souls get left behind? Meaning my video about reincarnation suggests that plants and animals all have souls, and plants and animals are food materials for humans, so future humans need lots of plants and animals to survive. Therefore, I see a need for new souls in order to produce new angels, such as new souls appearing on the planet as algae, as I've discussed in my video about reincarnation, like investing souls to create more and more angels. As such, you need to dare to interact with a society of angels to form theories, ideas, and designs to improve the universe as your form of eternal entertainment. Meanwhile, here on planet Earth, we can see all sorts of possible problems arise between people when they interact. So what type of behavior is expected of angels? What would qualify you as an angel? Actually, what is behavior? There are hundreds of muscles in the human body, but you do not need to focus on individual muscles to do activities like walk or talk, or walk and talk at the same time. Instead, your brain will form neuron connections so that new activities become familiar and routine after some practice. Eventually, your mind can simply tell your body to do something, and your body will respond without fussing over the details. As such, your soul acts like a manager of your body, like imagine yourself wearing an avatar or a mechanical suit that possesses all the programming that can do many functions for you upon your command. Thus, if your mind can be connected to different bodies across time, first a human body and later an angelic body, and the types of command you give your body is the essence of your soul and behavior, what logically matters to your eternal well-being. Especially against the speed of light, what sort of decisions and commands will your soul do with free will, where many behaviors against the speed of light become similar to knee-jerk reactions? Like if you caught your lover cheating on you, would you go into rage and knee-jerk into a violent reaction? If someone points out your flaw or fault, will you get angry and bark? Because of the speed of reincarnation, many human beings will possess behaviors similar to animals, such as where you will be inclined to bark and bite when you encounter something you don't like, regardless if it is your fault or not. While animals have got no words to use to describe their thoughts and emotions, therefore they can only use physical expressions to indicate they don't like something. And it takes experiences life after life, especially incarnating as human beings, before you learn to control your emotions and to form methods and techniques to solve problems with your mind instead of your body. And I doubt perfection is possible. Instead, when you make a mistake, how do you react? Will you use bark and bite like an animal, or will you feel regret and pursue redemption when you are at fault? Therefore, it is not how you repeat daily routines that is important. Instead, it is how you react to the varieties of life situations until heaven sees enough logical sanity from your behavior to be conducive with your immortality. And it takes a lot of time to train those reactions, especially if some permutations rarely occur, hence why it takes lifetime to master, hence why reincarnation will exist and why it will be hard to become angel. And when your reactions are consistently good across time against good and bad situations, then heaven will consider you for angelship. So then you can live forever and coexist with other mortals while daring to interact with other angels to keep yourself entertained and happy for eternity. The difficulty of becoming an angel is for your sake and sanity and not a matter of exclusivity. These seem to be the logical requirements for becoming an angel, therefore explaining how an angel should behave for your own sake so your immortality will feel like heaven and not hell. I hope this made sense to you and gives you a sense of direction in your life. Thanks for watching.